Okay, I think it's starting to record. Awesome. This is my enhancement for video. Let's see. We need to create add category in the view. There it is. Oh, wait, here's the submission. There we go. The product folder, which is here. Is accessed by typing in the product's URL. Here's my baseline index page. Here's my products index page. Specifically, productmanagement.php. You can see here I have two div buttons styled to look similar to my other buttons. Let's see. And when the button is pressed, it goes to the product index with the action of new product form or new category form. So let's go to index. For action new category form, we see the add category file here. And for new product form, you see the add product form page here. So, let's see, what is the next objective? Include insertion of new category. Okay, so let's add a category. And for reference, here is my database. Let's go to Acme. I have a couple of other databases for other classes. This is how the database is at this exact moment. No fancy video editing here. I don't have time for that. All right, adding a category. Let's add category Plumbus. Yes. It appears I have a spelling error here. Well, let's see if it worked. Look at that. With the iterating category ID, a new category of Plumbus has been added. Let me just fix that spelling error. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Add category isn't supposed to have a message anyway. So let's comment that out. I'm keeping it there and not just deleting the whole thing because it is a very useful just a very useful thing to have for error checking. So let's go to new category. Yep, there's the spelling error. Excellent. So it's doing that because it is a post method. So, oh, whoops. It appears I added Plumbus again. I'll level the database after this. And if we hit cancel, it adds it again. I'm going to have to do some debugging. This will be fixed by the time I... yeah. I'll be fixed by the time I actually submit it. Hopefully. I think that's just a weird interaction with refreshing the page, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I think I need to exit or something. Okay. Let's show some error checking. if I try to submit a new product, it asks me to choose a category. I choose a category, try to add a product. It says, please enter a name. So I enter a name. Name test. Category, let's say plumbus. Description, everyone has one. As far as I understand, this is good for the image path. The database, if you look at it, where did you go, database? Yeah. If you go to the database, I don't know why it's showing it like that. Go to inventory. Image and thumbnail are varchars. So it doesn't appear as though anything actually has an image so much as an image location. I could be wrong here, but all of the other ones just have a image path as well. So I basically ended up wasting a lot of time trying to figure out PHP file uploading yesterday. Let's see, the price, 49.99, I guess. Stock 6, size 6, and you can see with every single individual form field, there is error checking. I did this with a series of if statements, not a cascading if else. So it will individually check each and every form field. I felt that this was a little bit more effort, but a better user experience to be able to spit out exactly what form field needed content. So hence all of these lines of code for all of these variables. So let's choose a category. Name. Price 77, 77, 77, 77. Location, Earth, I guess. Vendor, Earth, vendor, best. Style, guesswork. Okay, let's add product. We have a success message, and let's look at the database once again. Whoops, come back. And in inventory, these are a bunch of previous ones. We can see that a new data entry has been achieved. The inventory ID is 22, so it iterated properly. And the category ID is 7. Let's go look at categories. And we see that because I chose the first one, the first plumbus, I guess, it has the appropriate category ID. And the way that I did this was, if we go into the code, in that's my, okay. I ordered, when I pull the category list, I order by category ID. And so later, when I'm over in my products controller, when I am iterating through the category list and pulling the category ID, it is guaranteed to be in numerical order. PHP arrays start at index 0, so I added 1 so that they would start from, so the values in the form would start from 1 as well. And so in this way, the drop-down box here will always have values that match the category ID of the database. That is one of those things that really, I was really caught up on that, trying to get that to work. I had it at one point trying to pull a separate category ID array, and then using the PHP method of merging two PHP arrays together and then iterating through them as an associative array. What I did not realize is that it was already an associative array, so I got a 4-dimensional array that had, that when I tried to iterate through it, it would just say array. And so I figured out that it was a little bit easier than I was trying to make it. Yeah, I think that's it for this. Oh wait, I need to include validation of the HTML and CSS for the 3 new views: new product management, new category, new product. Okay, so let's go to this one, source. Wants me to oh, it wants me to do the proper header, I think. Session. Oh wow, there's a lot. There's a couple of warnings, but only one error. So let's fix that in product management. And let's honestly just consider adding start tag. Okay. The border, I'm not too worried about that. Section class footer bar. Identifying headings. I think it doesn't like I'm not sure why it doesn't like this. I'll have to consult with you, Sister Woods, on why it doesn't like that. But let's copy that, and let's go ahead and just add that to my product. Management and category. There we go. Okay. So let's try and validate that again. Interesting. It doesn't like the PHP start question mark. Interesting. I am a little bit confused as to if I could get some feedback on exactly what the problem is here. Like I just am having a bear of a time, as you can tell. Getting, because I either get a weird error with PHP and like starting very sorry. I either get one kind of error or another kind of error, regardless of what I do, and I'm a little bit like I'm confused and like a little bit discouraged, if I'm being honest, because I just have no idea what is wrong here. Like, yeah, so I'm just so frustrated. I don't know how to make it like this. Like, yeah, let's check my CSS. Yay, no errors on my forms. CSS. Let's check main. Cool. So my CSS is fine. It's the my HTML is just, if for some reason I cannot get it to validate. Maybe is there a different validator? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I would very much appreciate some feedback on that. Like, my code works. It's just it it doesn't behave well with the validator. I don't understand why. And I have checked this on I've checked it on Chrome, I've checked it on Firefox, I've checked it on Internet Explorer. It works regardless of the browser. Like, here's a Firefox window. Like, it works exactly the same. But for some reason it just does not like the validator doesn't like it. And I do not know why. I understand if I have to lose points for that, but just like the clarification of exactly why it's not validating and what I can do to like make it. Am I using the wrong validator? Am I do I need to have a better like doc type declaration? It like I may have it fixed by the time I actually submit this, but at the time of recording, I have no idea. I have no idea what the problem is here, and I have a lot of other assignments to do for other classes, so I may or may not have time to actually fix it. So I guess thank you for listening to my confused rant. Yeah.